So more often than not, people do splitters wrong. So they put on a splitter, they have a funky looking bumper or front lip like mine right here, which actually goes up a little bit. And then they have a gap under the splitter, which basically makes it useless because the point of the splitter is to push the front down. When the air hits it, all that air goes bloop, pushes the front down. That's like the basic principle of a splitter. I'm not an aerodynamicist, so I can't really break it down for you in like a scientific way, but I'm gonna break it down in a very stupid and simple way to understand. So air goes straight forward, hits a giant wall like your front lip, and it has nowhere to go other than to hit this plane right here, right? So it pushes your front down, and if you have a gap, the air will just go through the gap, and it won't work. It's just kind of just there for looks. And I've seen that a lot at car shows. Nothing wrong with car show splitters, but today I'm just gonna show you how to make it functional on my Canyon car. I'm not a track day guy, I'm not a racer, so I'm just showing you what I know and what works for my cars. So I made this, as you can see, there's a little lump on the front because there's a little lump right here on my lip. And I've already traced this all the way around my splitter, and that's where I'm gonna install it, right here, where this silver line is. And it basically closes up this gap that I have on my front lip so air doesn't go through it. Installing the air dam is actually pretty easy. I just marked the center part of the air dam right here. I measured from the left to right, got the center right there, got the center of the splitter, we just marked it right there. I'm not sure if you could see that line. And on the back there are these tabs that's bent over. And from the front, it looks pretty flush. And then we're just using these machine screws because they go into wood screws into the wood pretty easy. And these have holes. See where the tabs are? There's already holes on there. So let me show you how I drill these in. The biggest tip I can tell you here is get a silver pen because you want to mark the splitter so you can follow the air dam on whatever shape you want, right? If you have a black pen, it's going to be harder to see. But as you can see, I'm just going to line it up with this. And then I'm putting the splitter air dam outside the line that I made because I want this slightly bigger because it's easier to fit on the lip actually if you have it slightly bigger. So I'm just gonna hold it like that and then just drive it in. Nice. Oh my god, he's using a DeWalt. Bro, I've had these DeWalts for like 15 years, it seems like. Probably less, maybe like 10. And I've never had issues with them. So yeah, 10? I feel like it's been 10 years. I don't know. I don't change tools unless they're broken. So there you go. I got a bunch of Milwaukees too. Last two. Let's go. Now it's getting really hard to get this curvature. Nice. This one needs to back up a little bit. Okay. So here's how it looks when everything is bolted up. Nice and clean. Check that out, dude. Follows the line perfectly. So if you have two people doing this, it's actually a lot easier because someone can hold it while you're screwing it down. And same thing when you're trying to shape this around the lip. Put the splitter on, take this without the bolts, put it down on there, and then have two people do it. But the way I did it, since I'm just here by myself, I'm using like tape. So I taped it all the way around, then I marked it. And that's why you have this silver line inside there. And you just follow that all the way around and you're good. This thing is plenty strong.